We are live. We are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are live. And this morning on the Huddle, I have a question for you, Huddle community. Are you a content creator who struggles with having confidence being on camera from time to time? Do you struggle with camera shyness when it's time to press the button and go live? Well, this morning on the Huddle, we're going to talk about 5 important tips that's going to help you boost your confidence doing online videos. And we're starting right now. Praise the Lord, everyone. Welcome to the Huddle. I'm your host, Walter Strong. If you're new here and you want to broaden your reach, your impact, and income through online video, we welcome you to the show. And if you are new here for the first time, I want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel, click the alert notification button so that when we go live, you will be alerted. It's time for the Huddle and to grab yourself a cup of coffee. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. We're back in the saddle. It's so good to be live here, live streaming Saturday morning. Here with Team Live in the chat this morning. Want to say good morning to my dear sister, Florence Equipped Institute, who just came off a magnificent 4-week Black History Power Planning and Productivity live stream series, man. I tell you, I enjoyed it. Learned a lot. So good morning. And then the myth, the man, the legend, all the way from London, Mr. Ash Bolin in the house this morning. Good morning, sir. And those of you who are listening, doing some work, listening in the beauty salon, getting your hair done, listening, driving in the car, listening in the gym, we want to say good morning to you. And when you get a moment or an opportunity, hey, click that like button. Click that like button. And to the crew, the posse, the online squad, team replay, if you're checking this out as we're going live, we want to say good morning to you as well. So let's get that stream deck fired up this morning. Let's get into this discussion on why we're here today. And that is simply to help you and me to boost our confidence on online, doing online videos, because hey, we all face those moments when the butterflies start to fly around in the stomach and the sweat starts to drip from the forehead, and your hand starts to get sweaty and cold, and you're like, oh man, I've planned all week, I've put all of this together, and now it's time to go live. We all face it. But every now and then, we need to remind ourselves that we have what it takes. We have what it takes to get on camera and go live and add value to someone who needs a specific question answered. No matter your niche or your audience, you show up every Saturday, Friday, or midweek to go live or do an upload video to add value to someone who needs an answer. And so we all need to be reminded we have to boost our confidence. It kind of reminded me of a little child who wants to be able to reach something that's up high, much higher than they have the ability to reach. And so they ask an adult or a guardian or a parent to say, help me to get to this item here, because it's important to them to have it. And so you as the content creator, you as the live streamer, have the ability to lift someone up and to boost them up and get them to the next level. So that's what we're going to talk about this morning. Tip number 1, you got to have the right mindset. You got to have the right mindset when you're preparing to get in front of the camera and shoot that video. You got to have the right mindset when you get in front of the camera and it's time to press go live and greet your audience. You got to have the right mindset. And some of the ways that I look to help myself to get in the right mindset, to get focused. Hey, I put on some motivational videos, maybe listening to Coach Payne, or maybe listening to Walter Bond. These are just some motivational speakers that are on YouTube that I listen to, or I'll listen to some Motiversity University motivational videos that Kobe Bryant, the late Kobe Bryant, did with them, and just listen to some of the things that he shared in the second part of his Hall of Fame, not just career, but life. And the things that he talks about that I feel is very applicable to whatever it is that you're passionate about. Whatever you're passionate and what you love, you're going to get yourself in the right mindset so that when it's time to go live, it's time to press record, you have the right mentality. Kobe said he called it the Mamba mentality, being willing to pull out the very best of yourself that you possibly can be in that moment. And so I don't call it the Mamba mentality, but I call it simply having the right mindset. Having the right mindset, you being willing to be yourself on camera, not trying to be like someone else that you see and admire on YouTube or Instagram or a tick or a talk, but you being yourself. And see, you can't be yourself with the right mindset when you're copying someone, you're trying to imitate someone, when you're robbing your audience of the unique self of who you are. And so you need to have the right mindset. I will also listen to some motivational music, or some music I've put together in a playlist, and I'll just kind of put it on and just kind of get myself ready in the mindset to get ready to come out like if I was getting ready to get into the ring and fight a big fight with the audience cheering or booing me, depending on whose side they're on. I'm in the right mindset to come in, to get in the ring, and to declare I am the champion before I even throw the first punch. You got to have the right mindset. You got to have the right mentality when it's time for you to press record, because you have an opponent on the other side of the ring, and that opponent is called fear. You do have an opponent on the other side of the ring, and that opponent is called imposter syndrome, who is a 2-time, 3-time world champion in trying to intimidate and cause content creators not to press record and to go live. You do have an opponent on the other side of the ring called low self-esteem that tries to tell you you don't have what it takes. You have an opponent that says it's too late for you for being on YouTube. It's too late for you to be able to grow the channel. You're too old. You don't have enough education. You don't have enough knowledge. But when you're in the right mindset and you've listened to the right music, you can get in the ring before you even throw the punch and say, the champ is here. The champ is here, and I'm going to deliver the content that the audience needs. And then finally, I'll listen to some motivational speaking videos. I'll listen to some motivational music. And then recently, I've just started adopting listening to a little bit of 5-minute comedy, a 5-minute comedy online that just allows me just to loosen up. Because sometimes you can get yourself so focused, so locked in, that when it's time to go live, you're not loose, you're not flowing, and you're just all tight and tense. So I'll put on a little comedy just to lighten the mood, just to make myself laugh, just to make myself smile. So when I get on camera, hey, you see the very best version of me who wants to add value to you. And I believe if you do these things as a content creator, hey, you're in the right mindset, you're going to boost your confidence and your audience is going to benefit from it because you're adding value to them as a content creator. Tip number two. Tip number two, have a conversation with a good friend sitting across from you from the table. If you're a person who from time to time struggles with, just being able to shoot a good video and to upload it on YouTube or to go live, and you get frustrated sometimes because you're making some mistakes, little simple mistakes, but it's trying to annoy you and to get you off key on what you should be doing. Just put you a little post-it note or a picture of a good friend next to your camera, whether if it's a webcam or it's a mirrorless DSLR camera. Put that little picture right up next to the camera and just have a good conversation with a good friend, a friend that you have been looking forward to have a good conversation with. Talk to your audience like they're that good friend that you've been waiting to have a good conversation with, sitting down, having a cup of coffee or having a nice beverage and having a nice meal across from the table. And when you make it intimate, when you make it personal like that, your audience is going to get great value out of you sharing your content. Your audience is going to feel like, hey, you went live and shared this piece of content just for me because I feel like the questions that I've been really struggling with, you've answered today in such a way where you came right into the living room of my personal life, though you may be miles and countries away. Why? Because you're having a conversation with a friend. You don't see them as just a number. You don't see them just as a next viewer watching your video because you want more watch time, you want more engagement. You don't see them as just another subscriber who subscribed to the channel so you can grow your channel and get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time so you can be monetized. You see them as a good friend that you haven't had a conversation with in a long time, and you want to just kick it up with them, chop it up with them. And if you do that, you're going to boost your confidence. Not only are you going to boost your confidence, but you're going to boost others' confidence who are watching you live. Hey, if you're getting great value out of this live stream this morning, I need a favor from you. Those of you in the chat of Team Live, give me a hashtag Team Live in the chat. Click that thumbs up button. Let YouTube know that you are truly enjoying this great conversation with a friend here in Long Island, New York, that you're watching this morning. And click the thumbs up button and share this on your favorite social media platform. Share it on Instagram, share it on LinkedIn, share this live stream right at the bottom where on the YouTube where it says share, and it'll give you your options to be able to share with your audience. Tip number 3, script out your content. Script out your content. Make a couple of bullet points and spend some time just getting to, learn the content. So that way, when you do press record, when you do go live, you will be able to have a flow of sharing your content online with your audience. If you're doing a live stream, put together a brief run a show. And that run a show can be something that's in a Word doc. That run a show can be like a presentation that you do through your overlays and maybe through CANVA that you show online with your audience. Script it out so that your audience can flow with you, or do it like how I'm doing it here with StreamYard. StreamYard gives me and those who use StreamYard the ability to kind of pull it our outline in a 3 to 5 point bullet point presentation, and you have the audience following along with you. And by you scripting it out, then you minimize those hiccups and those little issues where you feel like you're not sure of what the next thing to say. Or if you get on a tangent and you start to go in a different direction, hey, we've all been bit by the tangent bug and we start going into a different direction, and we need to get back on focus, then you have the bullet point kind of saying to you, hey, look, you're on point number 3. We're talking about scripting it out. We're talking about helping content creators, new and existing, how to boost their confidence going live, doing live streams. Hey, if you are a gamer, doing a game, even if you don't show yourself online, but you're playing the game, and you need to have the confidence so that way you can be able to show the audience how to get to the next level, how to get to that boss fight and beat that boss, whether if it's a Call of Duty, whether if it's the WWE 2K23, Madden, NBA Live. Even if you're a gamer, you want to be able to script things out so when you go live, you have the confidence to add value to your viewers. And so it's a matter about just boosting and building your confidence on camera. This is probably my most favorite tip I want to share with you. Watch film of yourself. Just like an athlete, any great athlete who wants to be a champion in the sport that they play in, they understand they have to watch film of the game that they play. They have to watch film of themselves so that they can improve on areas that they are weak or deficient in, or they have to watch film on how they can better improve in an area and things that they're doing well already. On top of that, they have to watch film of their opponent, watching film of their strengths, their weaknesses. Um, does the player go right when they have the ball, or does the player go left? In a certain setting of the game, they watch film. Every great player, whether if it's Tom Brady, whether if it's Tiger Woods, whether if it's Serena Williams or the late Kobe Bryant, they all watch film. Well, content creators, if we want to get to the next level in 2023, if we're going to think big in 2023, we need to spend that time watching videos of ourselves, of past videos. I submit to you from time to time, hey, get you some food, get you some snacks, and put your first video that you did. I know it's going to be a train wreck. I know it's going to be like, oh man, this is terrible. But taking time to watch film of yourself and watch your progression of how you've grown on camera, and your strengths on what you're doing well and what you can do better, what you're doing well on, the weaknesses or the opportunities for growth that you need to improve on. Are you a person like me from time to time who gets the ums, 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 ums? Watch film and begin to strategize on how you can get rid of the ums, 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 ums. Watch film of yourself. When it's time to put in the YouTube chapters of your live stream so that you can give your audience a better viewing experience, they can watch bits and pieces of your live stream over time instead of trying to make them to sit in a long 1-hour setting. Use that time as film session, not just to throw in the timestamps and say, okay, boom, I'm gone, next video, but use it as a film session. When you're repurposing content from previous content that you've made, and now you're repurposing it for your next short, you're repurposing it for your next reel, you're repurposing it to take the audio version and to put it into a podcast, and you're listening to your audio self. Watch film. Watching film helps you to get better at what you're passionate about. Watching film helps you to get better in why you do this and why you go live. Watch film of yourself. And if you do that, you're going to build your confidence on camera. If you do that, See, I'm in this. I am in this. I know this is not. Let me get focused here. Let me get it back there. Okay, cool. I know this is not church for Sunday morning, or if you go to church on Saturday or whatever your day of Sabbath is. I feel like we're having some content creation church this morning. Watch film of yourself, because that's the only way we're going to get better. Watch film of yourself, and that's going to help you to build your confidence. That's going to help you to deal with that camera shyness that you have. If you do that, you are going to improve and get better in 2023. Hey, if you're getting great value out of this live stream discussion this morning, I need you to do me a favor. Click that like button, hit that thumbs up. I know the chat is jumping, and I see you in the chat. I just want to get through the comments, through these points, and then we'll have a time of just chopping it up and just having some conversation. But click that like button for me. If you're just joining me, we are talking about 5 tips on how to boost your confidence doing online video. And so if you are a person who struggles with being confident on camera and you're just joining us, you're in the chat, we definitely want to encourage you to be a part of the greatest team online crew, Team Replay, and watch the past replays of this live stream. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel, because we're committed to helping you broaden your reach, your impact, and income through online video. My last tip I want to share you is repetition. Repetition and making more videos is going to help you to build your confidence on camera. Repetition and making videos is going to help you to boost your confidence in doing online videos. Making videos. You're not going to build your confidence just sitting in the front of the camera and never pressing record. And yes, it can get frustrating from time to time when you make a couple of videos and you don't see the amount of views that you had hoped that you would get, or see the growth on the channel that you would hope to see. We're all going to go through that process. But building our confidence to get better can only come through repetition and making videos. If you want to build your confidence and be able to do well on YouTube or whatever platform that you want to be able to do online videos, you got to make videos. Building your confidence helps you. So as you have confidence in one area, you're going to start getting confident in other areas. You may be good at making thumbnails, but you can never stop getting better at improving your thumbnail game. So you take that confidence in the thumbnail game and you build your confidence here on camera. You may be good at making compelling titles that get you the click and the view. Take that confidence and bring it over here and build your confidence online in front of the camera so that you can deal with that camera shyness. You do these things, you're going to put yourself in a position where you're going to make quality content. You're going to make quality content that gets you the clicks, that gets you the views, that gets you the likes, that gets you the comments, that gets you the shares and engagement and more watch time. Build your confidence as a content creator. And so if you do these things, because I've definitely been doing it and I'm still doing, you're going to make a difference in 2023. And so that's the content this morning. Want to get over here to the chat because I know the chat has been jumping. And so let's just click here. Florence says here, change made by watching your film. Okay. What is one change, important change that I have made by watching film of myself? Being conscious of making eye contact with the camera. Making eye contact with the camera. That has helped me tremendously, because in my earlier days of doing live stream, especially when I would have guests on, and the guest is talking, you would see the guest looking into the camera, talking to the audience. But I would be so much into the interview that I would forget to engage with the audience myself by making eye contact with the camera. And so watching film has really helped me of myself to improve in that area. And it's a work in progress. There, I have to constantly remind myself to make eye contact with the camera. A neat trick that I just recently learned, and I got to give credit to Vanessa Lau, because I've been, really just trying to really hone this skill of being better on camera. She suggested about when you make sure I get my camera and I turn it the right way, not this way with my picture and information on it. But when you go on camera, and you know how when people send us text messages and they want to send us a quick text message, or even sometimes you'll have those friends that send you this long discussion, Bible study discussion text message, and they want you to respond in the group chat or to yourself. She suggested, instead of just replying the traditional way, just get in front of your phone, make eye contact with the camera, and shoot a quick, less than 60-second short video as a text message to them. So they're getting a video text. And so the more I've been doing that, it's helping me to make more eye contact with the camera. And then when I'm done, before I send it, I'm watching film on myself. And so you would say, Walter, you're just sending a text message, but I'm being intentional of getting better on camera. And so that has really helped me. Great question. Great question, Florence. I want to say good morning to, let's get this pointer over here. Let's get this pointer going. There we go. Gotta first say good morning to the man, Tech Troublemaker. He's a troublemaker. He's a troublemaker. He's a troublemaker. He's a troublemaker. Good morning, sir. He's engaging the audience. And then we have dear Auntie Denise here in the house. She says, never met a camera I didn't like. You never, yeah, that's true. That is true. That is true. That is true. And, whether if it's a webcam, whether if it's a DLSR or a mirrorless camera or a video recorder, whatever that your choice of using, just getting confident in being in front of camera. And, because you're talking into a camera and you're like, especially when you're starting out, you don't have a real big audience and you see that big fat zero on the corner and the counter, and you're like, wow. But just having a conversation, what a good friend that you just haven't talked to in a while. And so that has really helped and improved me. Oh man, we got some legends this morning. See, when you start to really focus on and improving yourself, you get the man not all the way from Compton, but over on the East Coast, not Dr. Dre, but the E, the L, the O, Dr. Elo in the house this morning. Good morning, sir. Thanks for being a part of the huddle. Truly to have you here with us. Then we got the number one live stream moderator in these live stream streets, Mr. Frank Johnson, in the house this morning. Good morning, sir. We are truly grateful for you to be here this morning. And so that's the content, folks. That's the content. I want to transition over to win of the weeks. And I got two great wins of the week. So get your win of the weeks ready. We'll pull up a couple. I got two quick wins of the week. Number one, being a part of the greatest community, live stream community that is here today, and that's the Huddle community. That's my major win. In particular, having someone like Tech Troublemaker a part of the community. And me and him was sharing and talking. And then I was telling him about, I need to be able to I've been making shorts, but I've been doing a lot of outsourcing since I've had to transition from my previous editor. And I was on Fiverr for a while, and just, if you're on Fiverr using someone to make your shorts, And I started seeing how much this stuff was costing after a couple of rounds. I said, man, I would probably be on pace to be paying out $120 to $140 a month trying to make a bunch of shorts and adding captions and music to them. So I started, getting into Canva and learning to be able to, since YouTube Shorts has a section for Canva where you can start uploading some shorts into Canva. I started putting some epidemic music to the shorts, but I was stuck on the caption part. And so I was talking to Tech, and he had shared this software on captions that Sammy, the superstar, shared with him. And I started, using it. And by now using this caption software, I'm only now paying $60 a year for the subscription, where if I'd have kept going to the direction of fiber, I would have probably easily been paying close to over $1,000, which I don't have it like that, but yet I'm trying to up my game, but the pockets just ain't there. And when he showed me the way of doing this, man, major win. And just want to thank Tech Troublemaker for sharing that with me. And then what's the other win? What's the other win? Yeah, just saving money and learning this new software on captions. And so now doing my own captions, doing my own shorts, doing my own music. And I'm getting better at it. And when you're talking about being confident in something, when you start to learn something new, it builds your confidence. It boosts your confidence. So wanted to share that. Got a couple of chats here in the section here. Let's get down here. So I want to give much props to my man Tech Troublemaker. He says, one creator helping another. Yes, one creator. Yes, sir. One creator helping the next content creator. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. See someone here in the chat this morning who is new that I haven't seen, and I see him popping and jumping. So, okay, that's Ash. Where did he go? He's jumping up. Is that it right there? Yes. Mr. Rodney Full Circle. Sir, good morning to the huddle. I wanted to make sure I acknowledged you being a part of Team Live this morning. I pray that the content that we have shared, most importantly, the community experience that you are enjoying being a part of the Huddle live stream and in the community of Team Live, has brought you great value this morning. And so I want to thank you for checking us out this morning. I hope that this is content that we've shared has earned your willingness to give us a thumbs up and click the like button and to share. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I want to encourage you to subscribe. He says here in the comments, boss, hope you are. Thanks. Hey, I appreciate. I'm doing well. I'm doing well, and I pray that this has definitely helped you. I've gotten more confidence on camera. Perfect. Then I know I did my job. I've did my job in sharing this as a content coach, helping to encourage you to go to the next level. So many great people in the chat. Let me make sure I grab a couple of wins of the week before we jump off. Let's see here. One creator. Okay, I've seen that one already. Oh man, the chat is just jumping. It's jumping. Why do I keep clicking on that? There we go. There we got a win here. Win here. Says Win is getting a new stand with. Perfect. Yeah, I saw you checking out that new sit stand station that you had for your live stream yesterday. Man, Ash brought it yesterday. If you didn't check out his live stream Q&A, you want to check out the replay. Of that live stream, because not only, he covers a lot of great tips on mortgage brokers, but he also from time to time will share some stuff on content creation as well. And so, yeah, definitely, I saw that new sit stand that you had, and Ash, your videos, man, on doing cold plunges, man. You got a faithful family. I saw that recent video with all y'all in the plunge, man. I said that's family, man. That's much love that everybody did the cold plunge. I mean, I really enjoyed that video. Um, our dear auntie says, "My win for the week is going with YouTube Shorts." Sean did amazing. Masterclass. Sean did an amazing masterclass. Auntie, you, from the time when we first started talking about shorts and reels a couple of months ago, and now just seeing where you are in your shorts, I salute you, Auntie. I salute you. I applaud you because you put so much effort, and you are a testimony to anyone who feels like it's too late for me to do YouTube. I'm 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 to this, I'm to that. I like this, I like that. You are a witness, and I from time to time I will share your channel with other ladies in particular, just to help them with some homemaking tips and questions, and say, hey, look, need to go check out my auntie Denise. She has a YouTube channel. She'll definitely kind of share some stuff and help you. And so I applaud you. Our dear sister Florence says her win is, man, guys, this is the super win for the month. It may be for the week. This is the super win for the month. When we first met our dear sister Florence, a part of the Huddle community, and she was sharing her story and where she's looking to go with doing online videos and live streaming, and how she was saying most of the content she was making, she never published it. She would just post content, make it private. No one would see it. She didn't let no one know about her channel. And then she stumbled across this young, good-looking guy from Long Island, New York, and started to check me out, and checking out the Huddle, and to see where she is now. Mm. And to have a live stream interviewing month for this past month on Black history and Black content creators, not just Black content creators, just but how to better planning and being more productive in your work. I just, please, in the chat, give her an applause if you wouldn't mind. Thank you, Ash. Give her an applause, because that lets me know, as a community, we are definitely helping one another. And that lets me know that when I go live, we're making a difference. We're making a difference in each and every one another's life, and you guys so much making a difference in my life. I want to thank Tech for just checking up on me on Saturday, even though I didn't go live. I was just so tired. I was so tired from just not just content creation, but work. You have one of those workload weeks where it just completely, I didn't want to get in front of the camera. It was a struggle just to post that post to say that I wouldn't be going live. I think I made the post in Canva that morning, and then just to get it up and say I wasn't going, it was a struggle because I was trying to push through, but I knew that that wasn't wise for me to do, because I don't want to be giving you guys my leftovers of, or just putting out poor content and a poor presentation. Now, you guys deserve better for that. And so I appreciate Tech, appreciate Florence, and just everyone just checking up on me. But we're back, and just, I appreciate the work and the overtime, but I just got to have a better balance, knowing that, hey, work and family and faith, but also content creation in my community is important as well. So want to thank you all. But man, I see a couple other things here before we get on out of here. I'm excited. This week is well coming up, because I've been doing my research, looking to get myself a new computer, and I don't. It's going to be. It's coming down to either a Mac Mini or it may come down to an HP. I'm just looking at my budget on what I need to do because I believe as a husband and as a father and as a content creator, family first. Family first. Let me put that right first. And I make no disrespect in terms of anyone's faith, but for me, God first, my faith, me paying my tithes first, taking care and supporting my family second, and then content creation comes after. So I'm just trying to make sure I take care of those two things first, and that's going to play a major part on me either getting a Mac Mini or me just getting a new HP laptop computer that I've really been doing some research on. It has about 12 gigabytes of RAM. I've been reading and just seeing nothing about good reviews on this HP, being a PC person, but I'm trying to keep my options open on this Mac Mini, but budget is also kind of driving this decision for me. So, but I'm excited that whatever the choice comes, and then my hopes is when we go live next week, we'll have a new laptop. We're gonna have a new Elgato face cam. I'm hoping the Elgato face cam comes on time so I can be able to have a laptop, the computer. We're just doing some upgrading on the computer because from time to time there is some lagging that I see from watching my film back on my live streams. And so you see all of this lag, it makes it difficult to make some quality shorts. And so this computer that I have, it's about 15 years old. 2010. Yeah, it's close to 13 years old. And it served this purpose. And being able to do live stream, you can truly start with what you have first and then work your way. But we're going to be excited about doing some new stuff. Rodney says, "Go for the HPC." He says, "Go for the HPC all the way." Hey man, I appreciate. I got one for HP. I know I got some Mac people here inside the chat, Rodney. So, hey, okay. Tech says, comfort zone. This is true. This is true. But you know, Tech, uh, I'm comfortable with PCs, but I acknowledge this truth. When I first started to getting into content creation, when I started doing blogging, I used to do a lot of blogging. I had a WordPress blog. It was under Elder W. Strong the Third. It was a lot of Christian motivation blogging, and I used to follow Michael Hyatt on because he's like a person who really talks about how to be able to produce good blogging and putting out blogs and stuff to be able to get people to watch. And I noticed he was a person that was always using Apple products. He endorses Apple products. And then when I got into online video, I started seeing more and more people with Apple products. And so what I've come to understand in these last 2 years that Apple is a major player in online content creation. They are making a lot of their equipment for content creators to be able to produce great quality content. So I acknowledge that. And so that's the reason why I'm trying to my desire is to definitely get that Mac Mini. Um, but I got to stay what I'm comfortable with as well. So that's one for Rodney, but I got to work with the budget as well. And forgive me. I mean, we always talk about and encouraging one another about buy me a coffee. I do have me a buy me a coffee. Um, so it's there in the link. If you so desire to want to contribute towards this purchase this week, I want to give you that opportunity. It's in the link there in the description of the YouTube page. But I'm excited. You're definitely gonna have a new computer. That was part of the reason why, because I was seeing all this lagging in the live streams. I had to get away from my Canva presentations because it was affecting the live stream. The more it seems like with these web-based stream services like StreamYard and Restream, when you have an older computer, it pulls on other things and it slows the overall product yeah, slows and hurts the overall product and presentation. So I had live stream music, I had presentation, and I'm seeing it affecting the stream in other ways. So it's time to upgrade and to get a better computer. Um, I've had the C922, but I've been hearing great raves about the Elgato webcam. I would love, like I said, to go ahead and purchase a Sony camera, but we're going to do this in steps. We're going to do this in steps, and we're going to get there. We're going to get there. So that but other than that, I want to thank each and every one of you for being a part of the huddle this morning. I pray that of all these tips, just real quick, we shared about mindset, we shared about watching film, we shared about making videos. Just in the chat, which of these tips that we shared this morning will you be using for your next upcoming videos or live streams? Just quick in the chat, let me know. Tech says, as I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna go to this comment that Tech says about M1 Max minis, 16 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, and that's the one I have my eye on. Tech, I do. I've been really looking at that, but then as I was doing some research on the HP, this one HP I kept looking at. It has 12 gigabytes of RAM, and the HP kind of designed this for beginner content creators, and I just been seeing some good stuff about it, and I would just keep coming back to it. But this one seems to be the one that's caught my eye. Watching myself getting better on screen, definitely, that is probably my number one favorite tip. And then also now, like I was saying, just getting in front of my phone camera, and instead of sending a traditional text message, I just shoot a quick video to the person, and I'm intentional. I don't look at the screen. I look at the camera. I get intentional, and then it's helping me now, even when I'm doing my shorts, to be intentional and looking at my camera on my phone. So great feedback, Rodney. Great feedback. Rodney also says, watching myself perfect. Okay, who else we got? Conversation with a friend. Oh yeah, that's another great one. That's another great one. If you're a person who struggles with being able to do your presentation, and you feel like that you have an audience, but you don't feel like that you don't feel like you're connecting with the audience, making that eye contact and putting a picture of a good friend next to that camera is another great way of building your confidence, boosting your confidence on camera. So, hey, I am looking forward to everyone's next videos and live streams. And so, just seeing the fruit of what we talked about this morning is going to be major, major, major. And I let you in on a little secret. As I'm working on the beginning phases of creating my first online course, you all who joined this morning have got a sneak preview of this conversation of what this online course is going to be out. Having confidence on camera is going to be a major key in this curriculum as an online course. So I wanted to share this with the Huddle community. And so getting the feedback from you guys, letting me know that this is added value, that this is definitely going to be a major part in this online course that I'm building, and encouraging people to show up with confidence on camera, going live, doing video. So thank you guys for your feedback. And so as we get ready to get out of here, we're going to get out of here saying always, many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that will prevail in your life. Make a quality decision today. Let God's purpose prevail in your life. As this live stream ends, either this way or this way, depending on how it shows, check out the next video that will be available to you on the replay once I do my end screens and everything. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, I want to encourage you to subscribe. We're on a march to go ahead and get our first 1,000 videos. So if you're joining us for the first time and we've delivered in our promise and giving you great value on building confidence, I want to encourage you to subscribe. We will see you next week on The Huddle. God bless.